I'm doing something a little different today. I'm making my own butter. And it's a lot easier to make than you'd think. All you need is one ingredient, and that's double cream. Unless you want salted butter, then you'll just need a pinch of salt. What you need to be doing is we need to mix this for quite a while until that buttermilk separates from the cream. That's what's going to make the butter. It takes a while to do, and if you've got a mixer, brilliant, because if you do it by hand, it's going to take even longer. I've got one of these. It's what we use to make us blended tomato sauces, but it has also got another attachment with these little paddles on, and I've never used it before, but looks like today is the day. So basically we can put there's cream in there and then turn it on. If you've got an handheld whisk, you could also use one of those. So that whisking process is going to go through various stages. You're going to whisk it until it becomes whipping cream. The point where it starts to peak, which then it will be done. But we have to take it past that because it's going to slowly start to break down. And that's when you're going to see the buttermilk separating from the cream. Then when we get to that point, we need to make sure we've got a bowl of ice water ready. Because you're going to need to keep that butter cold, but more importantly, you're going to need to wash that butter. Get rid of any excess buttermilk that's left in it. Otherwise, it's going to make that butter turn rancid. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, we need to get the cream in this mixer and set it going. And I think it's probably going to take somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. So we'll get that cream in and we'll see what happens. So that's 600 millilitres of double cream. And you need to use double cream because the higher the fat content, the more butter you get. So we'll set it going, and as it changes texture, we'll stop it and have a look. I'm just going to stop it there and let you have a look. That's only a couple of minutes into mixing process and it's already turned into whipping cream. So now we just need to keep going until it separates cream from the buttermilk. I'm just going to scrape the sides down a little bit. Make sure we're getting this all properly mixed up. I've just given that an extra minute. Now you can see that that cream is all starting to separate. It's not there yet, it needs a little bit longer, but what we need to do is keep wiping these sides down so we get a proper mix. And we've just hit that point now where it's starting to separate. So if you look down there, you can now see that the buttermilk is separating itself from the butter. So a minute or so and we should be done. You can see just how much that's separated. So what we need to do now is get this into an ice bath straight away. Plenty of ice in there. And I'll put some gloves on as well while we're handling this. So I'm just going to rinse that and it's just going to drop in lumps. But we're going to keep it in a solid form as well. And we'll keep that buttermilk because we can use that for other things as well. There's your butter. So let's get this out and into that ice bath. You can see most of it's stuck to whisk. We don't want to waste any of this, so quick as we can, we've got to get it into that cold water. So now basically we need to wash this and get it off of that mixer as well. And that water's going to go very cloudy as you're getting rid of all that excess buttermilk. I'm going to squeeze that together at the same time, making up a nice ball of home-made butter. Keep collecting that together. I'm now going to transfer it to some more water. Keep that ice on there. I'm squeezing it together again, just so we can make sure we remove all traces of that buttermilk, or your butter will start to go rancid after just a couple of days. I think we're about done. I'm just going to dry that off, just pat it dry with a bit of paper towel. I'm doing this quickly again because I don't want to melt it, because I have got quite warm hands. Now we can just shape it. So make it into whatever shape you want to. And then I'm just going to wrap that butter up. And then we'll pop that in fridge for about an hour. So it's been an hour and that butter is now nice and firm, just the way it should be. And what better to test that butter on than a crumpet? So that's as block of butter. And for a couple of small cartons, that's made a nice amount. But what's it taste like? We're about to find out. Very creamy. It's exactly what you'd expect. Creamy, velvety, nice and smooth. And I'd say better than shop bought. If you fancy making yourself some homemade butter, now you know exactly how to do it. And that whole process, from the very beginning to putting it in fridge, took 10 minutes. That version that I just made is unsalted butter. But if you like a bit of salted butter, just add 1/4 teaspoon of salt into that cream before you start that process. Definitely one worth having a go, considering the rising prices of butter in supermarkets. So you can make your own for less price than you can buy it from shops, and it's also freezer friendly and it'll freeze for quite a long time. If you want to see other videos that I'll be doing on this channel over the next few weeks, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.